Alright, well, welcome back to the channel. We are going to, once again, play some more Ackbar Data Vaults. For those coming back or new to the channel, I have a PQ Planetary qualifier this Sunday. I've decided to play a meme deck. Well, I put a poll up on the YouTube, our YouTube page here, and it was voted that Ackbar Data Vault would be the deck I would play. Trench Data Vault came in a close second. The main deck has stayed the same the last couple of nights. We've put in an extra Padme to take us up to 2, dropped an Anakin, and a Anakin was dropped early down to number 2, and we've also dropped a V-Wing as well. We've brought in the Bamboozles. So that is the list there. The link will be in the description of the video and in the chat. In terms of sideboard, I spent a little bit of time on the sideboard today. I had some confiscates in there previously, but now that we're running two bamboozles in the main, I didn't think it was necessary. I've added the third one in for the pilot heavy decks. I've added 2 techs in for the hand hate decks. Salvage remains just as a one-of for the sort of longer matches. Clear the Field is for the Vader decks. Sundari and the Cloud Rider is for the aggressive decks. Enfy's Nest is a replacement for the top end, where an Enfys is better than Han. And even Home 1 there. And an extra Bright Hope against space heavy decks. So that's what I was thinking for sideboard. Over the last 2 nights, we've went 10-0 and 8-2, so we're currently 18-2 with this deck. So let's see if the luck holds up. So let's join another game. I'll throw the score up there now. Start 0-0. So I've also got another Ackbar deck I've been working on, which is Ackbar Blue, which I'm keen to start practicing with as well. But given the Planetary qualifier is this Sunday, sticking with this deck. So what you want with this deck is two drops so that you can play unit and then play undercurve on the second. So this hand is pretty good. So we'll keep this one here. It's unfortunate our mulligan is going to be kind of messed up here. We are going to have to get rid of our home 1. We got spare the target. I think I like because the Gar 1 typically will also have an upgraded, they could throw an Iden on a ship and spare the target. Would be quite good. Dr. Evazan, I don't think we'd see, but you never know. All right, so let's play the Delegate. One of my favorite limited cards. We'll draw a card. Okay, and he's gone for the Brute. So we'll claim. All right, so let's keep the Anakin in case we need it later. Oh, no. I think the V-Wing's slightly better. So let's get rid of the Anakin. Hey, Liam, how you going? Are you coming to the Sydney PQ with the other Canberra boys, Liam? All right, I am going to start with exhausting the Brute. Save ourselves a little bit of damage. I'm going to play a Toro, so we'll exhaust the Delegate and create an X-Wing. All right, I think we can get rid of the V-Wing. I like the flexibility of the shuttle or the guard here. Echo base defender is not great against the 3-5 body. Okay, so he's going to just ignore our units here. So we could either exhaust, we could also shuttle this Brute as well, could be an option. Let's do that. Let's keep space clear. And lucky we did that because Iden looks like Iden would have came out on that ship. All right, so let's exhaust our Delegate. hit base with the X-Wing, and then here, thanks mate, how are you? In combination of no money and no real competitive skill. We'll be happy to tune in. Yes, there will be a stream that the Baddest Batch is putting in. I've seen some of the overlays, and it is looking pretty good. I think I'm going to pop the shield here on Iden just so they don't get a clean kill on our delegate. Yep, the stream should be looking really good on the weekend. All right, so I think Grogu's the resource here. Hopefully I can get on stream at some point and meme my way through with this deck. All right, so he's got a snapshot. Again, he's just going straight to base. So I think we just blue squadron the Iden before, and then we'll just keep generating X-Wings and now pushing the damage. Okay, he's going to play an Outer Rim Outlaws. All right, so let's not take another 5. So I'm going to exhaust that. Where we can kill the X-Wing. And then hit in for another 4 here. We've got pretty good cards here. I think the guard can go. I was talking up your Ackbar skills at cards last night. It was met with a resounding really. Hell yeah. Yeah, it's certainly a fun deck to play. Hopefully I can win a couple of games on the weekend. Okay, so let's start with exhausting the Outlaws here. We have got the Echo base for when Gar Saxon comes out. We could hit it for 5. No, I think I'd rather save the damage at the moment. All right, so let's tap. That Toro has been a thorn in the side. All right, we'll kill the Gar Saxon. Generate an X-Wing. Thankfully, he can't untap Toro because he can only do it once in a round. All right, so we've got Waylay in a spare the target here. Probably don't need the choose sides. We are going to get a tap with Ackbar on one of his bigger units. We also have 9, 11, 13, plus our ground of 6 has got 19. So we do actually have enough for lethal if we can hold off him killing us here. Yes, I've been working on Ackbar Blue as well. I think an Ackbar Blue, maybe not as good as the green, but the blue definitely have some interesting units, and you can play the Luke on top of it as well. Can kill this Toro with the squadron. He's going to snapshot with Greedo. Okay. All right, so let's kill the Toro. Probably attack with the Boba, and then we can tap the Outer Rim. Okay, surprise strike. Hit in the base and tap the Outlaws. Here we go. The data vial might just save us here. We've got 5, 9, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16. That is enough. Just played the right balance between being aggressive and being defensive there. All right, 1-0. Kira, this should be fun. I think Kira's been one of our losses, maybe. I know Sabine was one. Let's keep this one. This seems okay. We've got our first two-turn plays here with the Padme and the Grogu. Get rid of a Padme. I like the Chewbacca and the Plo Koon, so let's resource the U-Wing. The choice here is, do we go for Padme or Grogu first here? I like Padme. It's going to be interesting to see what type of decks that will be at the Sydney PQ. All right, I think the blue leader is actually better here. Let's resource the Grogu. Even though we're not going to get an X-Wing token, the problem is if we generate an X-Wing token, he's just going to be able to trade without us taking any damage. With trade without us killing his unit. This way we remove a unit and he has to somehow deal with the blue leader. He's going to resupply. All right, so just hit in for base then. For one, we now have to deal with Kira. And we will be at a turn where we don't have our Plo Koon online. Right, so the Anakin seems like an easy resource. Would have liked to have had the Grogu or something out to at least tap Kira. So even if I was to put Chewie on, he could barrage the whole lot. So we'll have 2, 4. So he could kill our entire board, but let's make him do that then. Okay, he doesn't. Let's play a Peacekeeper down. It's got a high body so that even if he does barrage here. Our issue though is we haven't really got the engine on board at the moment. All right, so let's claim and get an effective trade on Kira. All right, so let's resource the layer. Would have liked to resource something else there, but we'll have to go with that. So let's hit the Kira. We will, hang on. I think we just Plo Koon here and stop him drawing. The attack with the super laser. I don't know why he wouldn't have just drawn there. Maybe he was trying to get the extra 2 with the blast. He's claimed initiative. Push in for some damage. We'll resource the Echo base here. Right, he's going to send Vader or Maul out, I would say. Let's hit in for 6. Snoke. Well, that is a problem. All right, let's deploy Ackbar. Hit into the Snoke, and then we'll play a Chewbacca. All right, so Echo base you can probably get rid of. If he has a what's really bad for us? Really bad would be overwhelming barrage. Yeah. Didn't have it before. Does he have it now? No, he has a Vader. Right, so if I attack into the Sentinel and tap the Snoke, then it gives me time to play a Ewing or something so that I can run the Plo Koon in. Not great. You can steal the Snoke, but I'm giving him a Plo Koon to do that. Right. Well, now we steal the Snoke. That worked out pretty good. So let's hit base for 1. I'm going to choose sides and I'll take the Snoke. Then pass. You're able to tell the future there, Liam. Right, he's going to vigilance us. Heal and defeat. So now we can play a Ewing reinforcement. I think we just got to play the Han here. He has something like an Avenger. It's not good. All right, so let's claim. For the Anakin, we'll start with Akira. Take a look at the hand. All right, so let's say it's not good either way, really, is it? Let's say Avenger. Was able to get the ramp up, and we've been the ramp up early, and we've been behind pretty much the whole game. Probably going to play a Avenger out here. Let's get rid of the layer. All right, so we can play a home 1 and drop a Chewie, which will block the Avenger. Need more Chewies, yeah. Yeah, so we've got home 1s, which can bring them back. Wow, we are getting, I want to say, mauled, and that is a apt description of what happened there. All right, so let's play a timely. Get in for 7. I have a feeling he's going to play a Super Laser Blast here. Yep, they do seem to just be hitting their lines on this one. Send the Pershing back. Send the Maul back. All right, let's just send the Maul back. Right, let's claim. I'm expecting him to just blast here. That's what I would do. I would blast and play a unit. Yeah, sorry. You're right, Liam. I should have exhausted Pershing, is what I should have done there. All right, let's start with this again. So I'm going to play Echo Base. He'll play the Avenger. Then I'll play Delegate into a Bright Hope. Well, yeah, we are so far behind in this game. Choose sides. We haven't got a small unit here. All right. That's enough of that game. All right. Let's just say 1-1. Got his ramp, and then, yeah, we just could not get the X-Wing engine online in that game. Kira is I think, quite a tough match for the deck just because it has got that barrage, it has got the board reset, and a lot of them don't play Snoke, but then they've started to put Snoke back in because of all the Vader decks, and that's starting to impact like our matchup with it. We won't mulligan. It's okay. We've got the blue leader, which is very good. The Grogu's good. All right, let's get rid of Defender. I actually don't think the shuttle is the best. Here, is it? I mean, it can steal stuff, but then it just pops it back. Let's keep that off. Yes, I should have exhausted Pershing, thinking back on it, but I don't think there's any way I was winning that game with the start that the Kira player had on that one. Let's start with the delegate, see what we get. Well, now we've got 2 squadrons. All right, so we can claim this is a very good start for us because we can just blue leader the Inferno and stop the generation of TIE fighters early. Right, we can get rid of another Grogu. We won't get our X-Wing, won't get to play under curve, at least for the start here, but that's okay. It's more important to stop him generating TIE fighters. All right, so he will get a TIE fighter here. We'll just claim, but that TIE fighter is a token unit, so it won't be able to generate other tokens. All right, let's get rid of that delegate. We'll generate an X-Wing and play the Peacekeeper. The Bamboozle now will save for Vader as a pilot. All right, so let's exhaust. May play a Victor leader here. Yep, that's all right. Let's play the Peacekeeper down. Okay, so we can claim from there. He doesn't get his TIE Fighter generation. And we'll see. Oh, that wedge is good. Rid of Padme. Let's exhaust the delegate, create another X-Wing. We're now hitting for 3 with the squadron. We can put 3 on this Victor leader if depends where he hits here. Well, not great. Two on the Victor leader. We'll see if he claims here. If he attacks, I'm going to claim. Make sure I can get rid of that Victor leader. So in the sideboard for this matchup, we do have Clear the Field, which if I was playing this match, I'd bring in another Bright Hope and potentially another Bamboozle as well. Deck list is in the description, is in the chat as well. Chewback is actually not good in. We are playing blue actually. Let's get rid of Anakin. Do you expect to see many Vaders at Penrith? Well, I saw a lot in Adelaide. Played against 2 out of my 5 matches are against Vader Yellow. I think there'll be a couple. It's a pretty accessible deck. All right, let's hit that Victor leader. Can also play wedge here. All seem to have an answer for wedge. Yeah, you don't see many Vader blues, but Vader yellows definitely see quite a few. And if they get going, it is a very, very strong deck. So I'm going to play Bamboozle. I'm going to discard a Cunning card. And then I'm going to Bamboozle his Vader. So that didn't cost us anything. That Bamboozle. Still allows us to play our wedge out. Make an X-Wing. Okay, he's going to Malevolence. What is he going to stop attacking? I think we're fine with that. We're fine with one big unit because Ackbar can tap it. All right, so let's play wedge. Wonder if it's worth finding a place in the main for clear the field. Potentially. I mean, if I was expecting to face a lot of Vaders, yes. Then you should find a place for it. But I think it's not too bad, this matchup. You can see sort of how it's going at the moment. I've got rid of his leader. The Malevolence will be an issue. I'm only on 6 damage, though. So. All right, let's tap our delegate. I'll tap our peacekeeper, I mean, because we've the Malevolence have stopped the attack on it. Okay, we're okay with that. Bring Ackbar out and we'll summon another X-Wing as well. All right, so the guard can be resourced. We've got quite a strong play here. We can blue squadron and we can also Chewie one of the ships if we need to. He'll probably attack with the Malevolence to start with, unless he's got an overwhelming barrage. If he does, his Malevolence will be getting tapped. I'm expecting to face a lot of Data Vault decks. So Kira, maybe some Ray, maybe a little bit of Quinlan and that as well. Turbo Laser. Okay, so we have to discard a card. I think potentially the Chewbacca has to go, unfortunately. What can we do here? We can tap the Malevolence. We can clear both of these TIE fighters and then we can shoot the X-Wing. Or we can U-Wing here. I think U-Wing's stronger. May as well use all of our resources here. Coruscant Guard and then pick it up with Bright Hope. Let's pick it up. Right, Waylay's decent, especially against the Malevolence. Let's put the guard away. Hopefully we won't regret losing that Chewie. So we've been hit with an overwhelming barrage, a turbo laser, and another overwhelming barrage. Okay. All right, well, let's waylay that Malevolence then. And Iden. Okay, well, let's just play a Plo Koon then. We'll try and capture this ship. If we can capture it, the whole thing will go. Right, the wedge is good. Right, let's exhaust the Plo Koon. We'll capture the X-Wing. Might play the Malevolence out here. It's been a pretty good match, this one. It's gone back and forth quite a bit. We have taken quite a bit of damage, though. We really need something like a choose sides. Yeah. All right, so let's play the wedge. Pass. Not hitting our units. I mean our choose sides, home one, that type of thing at the moment. That's it, base for 6. See what he plays. Takedown. A Grogu. This Malevolence has caused us a lot of problems. One of the weaknesses of the deck is area damage, and that 2 overwhelming barrages with a turbo laser has been very damaging for us. Okay, so let's Problem is, we can clear that. Can't kill us completely with the Malevolence, so let's exhaust. We can kill this clone combat. If he generates another token, though, we're going to just have to claim. Doesn't. Again, not what we're after here. In terms of draw, we wanted to choose sides. Let's hit base for 6. What's happened to this? Lagged out. There we go. Yeah, we've been through, what, half our deck? Got 3 choose sides, home ones. Now lagging a little bit here. Got another 9 damage, which is not enough. Only take him to 26. Not sure what's happening here in terms of, might be just thinking whether or not what his play is here, whether he claims or only got to do 1 damage here. But this, yeah, Malevolence. Because we're in these colors of green, yellow, we've got no hard removal. We've just got things like waylays, choose sides, that type of thing. We don't have a timely reinforcements would have been, any of that would have been great. Here we would have got 4 X-Wings with Sentinel. Yeah, that would have been good. Yeah, choose sides, as we're saying, even a home one to get the restore engine on. I think maybe he passed. Does that mean he's lagged out? I'm going to play a TIE Fighter. Just going to be short here. 4 damage short. Yeah. All right. Well, all those good games the last couple of nights, we've started off very rough. On that one, we got done by the Kira. And so villainy with area damage is definitely the weakness of the deck. And that's what we got hit. Well, I'm going to do a mirror match. Let's place different deck. Yeah, area damage. He hit us with turbo laser, and then hit us with thing. What made you prioritize taking out clone combat instead of Malevolence to run? Yeah, I was hoping to get like a Bright Hope or a choose sides. I knew I could take out one, but for me to run in all those other units, I don't know if I had enough for that. This is a very good hand. Bamboozle's very good. Waylay. All right, so Ewing and Kira. So yeah, prioritize taking the clone combat. I knew I could kill the clone combat. Maybe I should have killed the Malevolence. I mean, it did restore at least 6 damage. But yeah, I was really hoping for a choose sides for that that card. So we do have a bit of card draw in here, but it's kind of limited to the delegates, the Bright Hopes, and that as well. Right, so he's reconnected, so we don't need Ewing, and take Kira out as well. Whatever he shields and that, we can hopefully just waylay. That's a good draw. Right, let's claim. Let's get rid of the defender here. So the play when you've got layer is just to exhaust one of his units, and then we'll create a X-Wing with the delegate. So Von Reg comes out at 4. He adds +3/+3. And we do have the bamboozle for that. We'll get rid of the shuttle here. Can be a bit of a glass cannon, this type of deck. If we can deal with the leader, I think we should be okay on this one. Again, you can see I'm playing under curve. He might hit the X-Wing here. He doesn't. So I'm going to trade with this TIE fighter so that Von Reg doesn't have an active ship to get into. Going to play the shuttle. All right, let's create an X-Wing. Kind of wish I'd kept the sanction shuttle now when he did that. Let's just hit base for 2. Right, we'll play the Peacekeeper. Then we'll play Bamboozle for free. Discard the Waylay. Send that back. Okay, so Echo Base can go here. We'll keep the spare the target. We're on 5 resources. We've got one more to we get to the Ackbar flip. Let's play the Kira out, see what he's got in his hand. Yep, let's say that the Kyogre in turn so that we can't get a big play out against us. We're going to hit for 7 ourselves. And he only has a 25 health base compared to our 33. Let's pass. Let's get rid of the A-Wing. We're going to use probably multiple blue leaders in this match. Let's hit in a base for 3. We do have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plus Ackbar. So we actually do have lethal on board if he doesn't kill any of our units. Let's just keep hitting into base then. He's going to put Vader. We can just bear the target, that one. All right, so down left on the ground, we've got 6 plus Ackbar, which should be enough to get to the 25 on the security complex. All right. K turn, because no matter how I try to, yeah, I should just call it K turn. Yeah, big number panic. So it is a thing on here, the big number panic, because you've got 60 seconds. In real life, when you're playing, you could really take your time and work out the correct play there. But yeah, 60 seconds is not a long lot. All right, let's ready up. So there is a bit of an issue in this matchup. The Cad Bane unit is annoying if it scoops up all your X-Wings that you've created. Just a good hand to start with. We've got Grogu into the guard. Get rid of it, choose sides. And I think Ahan, we just have to keep our curve here. So let's start with the Grogu. Pass. Blue leader is very good here. We'll get rid of the guard now. All right, so we'll run into that unit there. We'll just take the 2 on the base. Don't want to take it on Grogu because I'll take 1 on Grogu there. We'll claim. Put the delegate away. So here's the issue here. Forlom comes in, kills Grogu, then kills Blue Leader. So I feel like I have to play a defender here to protect against Forlom. So we would have lost our entire board there if I hadn't played the defender. All right, he's done that in the wrong order. Okay, that's interesting. So let's exhaust our blue leader. I mean, exhaust his Mist Hunter and then exhaust our blue leader. If he has a Zuckuss, kind of in trouble. Let's get rid of the Peacekeeper. Zuckuss will come straight through for Grogu. Potentially, yeah. Well, not the worst. Not the worst. So we can exhaust the Forlom, but then if he kills one of our units here, we miss out on the Zuckuss. No, I think we're still okay. So if I exhaust the Forlom, where does the Mist Hunter hit? Mist Hunter hits Data Vault. Okay. Well, we can kill the Zuckuss now. And then exhaust one of our units. And then just hit into base. Great. Okay, so what do we want to keep here? Is it the Waylay? Is it the Echo base? More after a Waylay. All right, let's put 3 on this Mist Hunter. Let's finish that off. We'll exhaust the X-Wing. Again, we are really getting hit by overwhelming barrage. I think we've had 3 decks in a row that have ran it, and it's wrecked us every single time. Maybe I should have Plo Kooned in to hit the 4-lom. Alright, let's exhaust the Cad Bane. Waylay the 4-lom and play out Ackbar. The shuttle we don't want. Yeah, this match has not gone good at all. Lunch TC pronounces it differently every time she says it. Same with Aquidens. And then Neff says my favorite deck. You're talking about yeah, we are struggling in this matchup at the moment. Are you talking about Ackbar or are you talking about Cad? Assume we have to hit into Cad here. Let's hit him with Ackbar. Let's play the Squadron. And we'll just do 1 damage to say to Boba Fett. Blue leader seems okay as well. Got a few hitters. But he's got a lot of cards. And we got stung again by the barrage, which seems to be the Achilles heel of this deck. Let's play home 1 and Echo Base. He might have a Cad Bane unit, but he's not going to be able to scoop up everything. Base for 3. Bet the Cad Bane unit will come out and take home 1 here. There it is. Unfortunately, we do not have much of an answer for the Cad Bane unit. You can exhaust it. It doesn't, at least doesn't hit us for 7. Plo Koon to kill Vader. He'll probably maul us back though. Full on. %, another OB in that big hand. Yeah, he drew too many cards and just we could not get could not get going, and then this thing's happened, so we struggle to get a purchase on the board. I don't even know how we kill that Cad Bane with this deck. We can get rid of 4-lom. Let's get into 4-lom. We'll take 1. We'll spare the target, the Cad Bane, and get our home 1 back. You'll be able to swallow it up again, but try and buy yourself time until we get like a timely or something, or even a choose sides. Yeah, that's not going to do it. Well, we just want to play some decks without out overwhelming barrage. I think we've lost 3 in a row to those type of decks. And here is another one, Boss Starter Vault. Let's see how we go into this one. All right, that's not a great hand. That's okay. Don't need the bamboozle. Probably the... Let's go to wedge. Compared to the other nights, we've had a rough start. 2-3. We've lost more than what we've lost in any of the other nights so far. Yeah, classic psych out. Have the worst night. Well, yeah, it's just how things go sometimes. And of course, I've got spare the target, not my waylay, to bring. Let's get rid of the defender. I'm gonna try. He plays a super laser tech. I want to capture it. Yeah. All right, let's pilot up this X-Wing. All right, let's claim. The problem is going to be here is that he's going to get so much value out of... Can't even... I would waylay one of these if I could. It's going to get a lot of value out of these bounties here. Because Bosk is going to come out. All right, let's capture that one. No, not going to return it. I only want him to claim one of these twice. Okay, I don't think I can... Well, I've got Plo Koon here. If he does deploy Bosk... You can Plo Koon straight away. Yeah. Might have been a mistake for him to deploy Bosk like that. And he's quit. Okay. Inferno going hard with the Ackbar. Love to see it, brother. Yeah, I've got a tournament this Planetary qualifier this Sunday. So trying to play Ackbar Data Vault at that one. So not having as much luck tonight as we have in the previous ones. Oh, we've got a best of 3 here. Let's try that against the Luke. All right, well, let's find any game then. Yeah, so Planetary qualifier on Sunday. I've already won 1 on Ray Data Vault, so I'm just memeing around, and that's why I've gone with Ackbar. There's a couple of showdowns coming up in that as well, so I might run Ackbar Data Vault in this one, and in the showdowns I might give Ackbar Blue a go. So Ackbar Blue plays Luke. It can play things like more Republic units. There's the Republic 03 that turns on the Sentinel that spawns a clone troop. It's pretty good. Would you like to mulligan? Yes. So that seems better. Yeah, so there is a blue deck. This one here. This one finished 53rd in one of the big tournaments. I was going to start taking this and modifying it. So these outspoken representatives. Still got the delegates, got the governors. So I'll take this and I'll modify it for more my play style. All right, so we're probably not concerned about Sentinel. And Wedge can save for a Ewing. We don't have another 2-drop, so hopefully we draw one here. All right, so we play Grogu down. We're drawing 2 cards, so hopefully we get another 2-drop. We don't. We do get a Bright Hope. Now, Bright Hope is really, really good in this matchup because when you get to the Palp flip and they start trying to want to damage to pick a unit, you can bounce it. I want to keep choose sides though. Let's get rid of the Peacekeeper. We want to play something on the ground. All right, so he's going to play a resupply. So I'm just going to generate a token. All right, Delegate's good. Blue Leader's also very good. Timely's good. Got too many good units here. All right, let's just go Timely then. All right, let's generate a unit. Let's hit him for base for 2. We'll play the Delegate here. We'll draw a card, and we can Bright Hope here to pick the Delegate back up. We are playing green-yellow, so Chewbacca is actually not too good in this matchup. Like, if you're playing blue, Ackbar blue could be nasty with Ghost Sentinel, exactly. There's a lot more options in blue. You don't have things like the Blue Squadron, which is not great, but I want to keep the Bamboozle just because of like a Traitorous or something like that. Let's get rid of Chewbacca. Okay, so he's going to play a Vader out. It's probably hit our Delegate, or has he hit the Grogu? All right, hits the Delegate. And probably get rid of Anakin then. Going to exhaust the Crumb. Generate an X-Wing. So we're going to be able to hit for 4. We'll hit the Sentinel there and then hit him for 2. Right, Han is decent, but we just don't want Han getting stolen. Let's put Grogu away. Again, we are playing another. We have to be very careful here. We're playing another deck where overwhelming barrage is an issue. All right, let's generate another token. All right, we can flip Ackbar. Okay, let's take Yularen out, flip it, generate another X-Wing token. Let's hit base for 3. Base for 2. Is that what he's going to take? You just kill his Vader to do that. All right, let's run in. He takes this. He can take it. All right, let's claim because we can bamboozle that and it will. Well, he's going to sacrifice it. I think we're okay with that. Well, we're 1 damage off killing the Palp there. I think I'm going to have a look at his hand. See what he's got. Well, he's got Vader, got Maul. It's not good. Not good for us, but so Vader. Let's start hitting base. I mean, he can keep running into us, but he's got Yularen there. All right, let's generate another X-Wing. Can hit him for another 8. Gonna need a barrage or something here. From. He's concerned about his health then if he's playing those particular units. Probably means we can Han to kill in. Yeah. Gonna take out probably the blue squadron. Oh. Okay. Why didn't he ambush this one in? I don't know. We'll trade with that one. Pass. So what have we got? Timely's really good. We don't need Bright Hope anymore. He's only down at 4 cards. We know one is a Walker, one is a Vader, and one's a Maul. It's interesting that he plays it like that because I will just kill the Yularen now. Okay, well, we can push base. He's going to sacrifice that Crumb to kill Kira. If I was to play... I think we're going to get a good choose sides here. I think we just go for that. Give him dead Kira. Yeah, we could have gave him dead Kira. All right, so let's choose sides. We'll actually give him just a dead X-Wing. We'll take the Walker. All right, we'll exhaust. Create another X-Wing. Kill this X-Wing and hit in for 2. All right, so Bright Hope we don't need. We're going to get a very good timely at some point here. Right, so Bright Hope we can get rid of. See how he handles. Okay. Or do we just Han in here? Or do we hit with the Walker? The Walker will take 3 back, but then he's going to be able to hit us with the Maul. So I think the Han unit is probably better here. And we can direct everything else into base. We've got 12, 15. All right, let's just hit into base. Sanction a shuttle. Is that worth? Yeah, we'll draw that. We're only at 4 health. Let's keep hitting into base. We'll generate another X-Wing. Might hit the Walker with change of heart and get it back for good. Yeah, no, he didn't do that. Let's get rid of the shuttle. Has to be able to stop this Walker. Yep, I think that's it. So we didn't get hit by OB, and I think that was probably the difference in that game. You can quite easily lose against the PALP that can clear like that. All right, so 4-3. My Discord is going off. One of the other team members looks like he's still trying to decide what deck to play. Oh, okay, now he's going to barrage. Well, maybe the game's not over. Let me take that back. He said GG, so I just, yeah, assume that was it. All right, let's draw Kira. Get rid of one of these. It looks like he's swerving, trying to decide where he's going to play what deck. Normally a Sabine player. Not happy with Sabine's performance at the moment. All right, so yeah, we did win that one. Change it to 4-3. Only got his OB right at the end. Look at that, someone's playing a Finn Blue. Maybe watch the video. Clint, think you'll go with Ray or Cave and play Sabine? He will play Sabine. He'll talk and talk about it, but I think he'll play Sabine. All right, so now we've got a Piet Red. So I know one of the players. He will be turning up on Sunday. He's very good Piet Red player, so expect to see at least one Piet Red. So we've got a few 2 drops, so let's keep this one. Do we need Bamboozle in this matchup? I don't think so. And I don't think we need Anakin. So we'll go A-Wing first. Then we'll tap. We'll at least got the guard as well. Or is Padme better? What's he going to play? He's going to play a super laser. All right. No, I think Padme's the correct resource there. Yeah, resupply. We'll exhaust our unit and then play a guard. Okay, the V-Wing can go away. I did play a Piet earlier today, and he played that 3-5 ship. Yeah, this has to die, this one. Like, we can't let a barrage go off on this. Let's hit in for 3. All right, let's exhaust the Piet. In for 2. And then we'll tap our own guy. Might be something big here coming out. Right, let's get rid of defender. All right, well, let's kill Piet then. All right, let's hit into base for 3. With the defender, we do have the wedge here. Barrage here would hit for 7, which would clear the board. Doesn't have it. I am going to just deploy here. Let's see what he does. Well, hits us with the maul. Not good. We could hit the maul, play a wedge, or we could throw the Plo Koon and keep Ackbar healthy. Let's go wedge and we'll kill them all. We really need X-Wings or something tiny to trade with him. I don't know if spare the target does much in this matchup. He hits us with a barrage. It's unfortunate. But we will get a look at his hand. And it is not good. That's rough. Has it been green villainy every single game? Pretty much, except for that, I think, Von Reg that we played. Yeah, it's been a lot. I think we just say the overwhelming barrage. All right, let's play the Peacekeeper. The Delegate is going to be good to trade. All right, let's hit him for 3. Okay, let's try. Let's choose sides the Arquidin then. I don't even know if the Plo Koon is any good at the moment in this matchup because, I mean, if we're going to race, yes. Let's get rid of the Plo Koon because you can delegate Bright Hope to block the Space Arena and get 2 card draws. Right, I think we ramp here, right? We hit the X-Wing. We don't get the ramp card. All right, so we know that he's got a what do you call it? A Ruthless Raider. We know he's got that. All right, I'm going to play the Delegate because I want to play the Bright Hope. Oh, the Wedge is good. Play the Wedge out. Okay, I can exhaust Kira, ambush his X-Wing, and then hit for 3. Pass. Sanctioner Shuttle's not really needed now. They're at 11 resources now. That's way up from where we've been. So that's 5. You can do 1 damage elsewhere. We can tap his... Can tap this. I think we're best just to tap it. All right, let's. He's base for 3. All right, he's going to claim. We'll hit the crumb so he just doesn't keep appearing. The delegate will hit in. I'll pick the delegate up. I'll play another 2 delegates out. And then play the Grogu. So we know he does have a super laser. That all of those are 1 off, like they're 5 health. He's going to have a 4. But if he does play something else, we're just going to have to be conscious that he does still have that in his hand. The blue leader out. I think people saw the Wu top cards list and decided to investigate. That's right. So he had in his number 1 slot, he had the overwhelming barrage. All right, so 4 damage. We also know that he has we've got a real big problem here because we know that he does have the planetary bombardment. So I think what we actually need to win this game is we need to be able to clear that Devastator. So to do that, we need Wedge back out. Let's take Wedge back out. It'll take out Bright Hope to 3. Hit into the Devastator, restore 1. And then tap one of our delegates and run that into Devastator. And get some restore going here. Feels like we're playing right. Got another Wedge. It's a shame you can't go home 1. You play home 1 and then you play the unit. If it played the unit before it, then home 1 would have had ambush. All right, that takes us to 5-3. Grogu didn't attack. Grogu, you're right. Grogu could have attacked and restored 1. Yep, 100% right on that one. I missed out on that. All right, we might have we haven't had a best of 3 yet, so we'll go against a Thrawn Red. Would be quite explosive. Yep, you're right, Revenor. Even though Grogu only had 0 attack, you could attack in home 1 on the board, could have restored 1. Okay, so we're not going to mulligan this one. It looks pretty good. So our 2 early drops here will be Padme and the Delegate. Get rid of the V-Wing, and unfortunately I think home 1 has to go here. So V-Wing's definite. The guard, I mean, he's going to play things like Krennic and that early on. All right, let's get rid of home 1. All right, let's play Padme. We have put 2 Padmes in the deck now. I used to play Padme last set quite a bit in limited. Every time it would come past, I'd pick Padme. So I got quite well known for playing Padme in limited and did really well with it. All right, so we're more interested in Grogu or more interested in... Let's get rid of the guard. Yeah, got quite well known for picking Padme because no one else wanted her. And Heroic was very, very strong in limited in last set. Like, you picked Anakin, you won. Like, you picked Obi-Wan was okay as well. What else? Quinlan, I think it was. Okay, so they're going to hit out with that. So we're probably going to play Grogu now so that we can exhaust that gunship. All right, let's claim. Let's put the V-wing down. We can exhaust this gunship. Can also give it -3 so that this X-wing can and pop it, and then we could play the blue squadron to kill it. Are you going to test set 5 Obi again sometime soon? Yes. Planetary qualifier on Sunday. After Sunday, I will be back on the set 5 list. There's just so many that I want to work on. So what do we do here? Do we play out for more X-wings? I think we do. I think we tap and then we play the delegate. So yeah, I want to play more Obi. Obi yellow, I think, is the best kind of color for it. Right, so Kira's good. They're all good here. Let's get rid of Kira because we'll probably be playing this resistance squadron. Right, so let's hit in. We'll give that -3. Is it only, yeah, -3. Yeah, open fire on the Grogu. Okay. What do we do here? We could just play the wedge out, which give all their guys ambush. We could exhaust, generate next wing, and then blue squadron in. Would Lux Planetary be a good option in Ackbar? Potentially. Like, yeah. All right, let's hit the gunship. So let's have a look at what Lux does to remind everyone. Lux was in a lot of decks when this set started because a lot of people are on Piet and those type of decks. Lux would be good. The problem with Lux is 2 health, sometimes a bit of an issue, especially in this kind of deck, because this deck, you want higher health units so that you can use the tapping ability. This is, the shuttle's very good because we can capture the gunship and it'll get rid of the Iden. You might have a Ruthless Raider here. I think I'm just going to capture Krennic to stop him playing stuff out cheap. Because we can kill this with Padme going at it. We can then save the layer for when Thrawn drops out. So there's the Ruthless Raider that we expected. I'm going to attack. I'm going to make that -3 attack. When Thrawn comes out, we'll use Leia to stop him. But Leia will exhaust. Gunship. Let's undo that. What we want to do is exhaust. We want to flip. We want to hit Thrawn and a tap. We want to be able to kill Thrawn with something like a Plo Koon. Let's pass. Okay, blue leader is good, but then so's Plo Koon, so I don't think we need both of them. Would be tight here, so let's hit base. We'll make this Ruthless Raider -3 attack. I wedge out. Mine has to have an answer to wedge here because wedge could get out of control. And also, so what you also want to do here is if Braun's going to die, you don't want this going off twice. So if I was to kill in with the delegate, it means I'm going to discard a card. It's not going to die. It was a 1/5. All right, so and then kill the Ruthless Raider. Need our home one out to do some healing next. We are going to start taking some damage from these OOM officers. All right, let's get layer and we'll just ready a resource. Give us just an extra heal. All right, so timely is good, but then so's Plo Koon. Spare the target's very good against his like when defeated units. Let's get rid of the Plo Koon here. Let's go potentially a big timely. All right. What can we return? We can return a Grogu or a... All right, let's kill one of these while we can. Right, let's go and play Grogu out. We'll turn our restore on. All right, there we go. All right, we don't need 2 timelies. We'll hit with home 1 to start with. This is a best of 3 as well, so let's think about what we put in for this matchup. Here's our resources, our sideboard. So I think Amphi's Nest is straight up better than Han. I don't think Bamboozle is needed. Let's go a Peacekeeper for the healing. And maybe a Bright Hope for that healing there. For the Sentinel. Everything else I think looks fine. Right, so we do have two drops, so let's not tempt fate too much here. We won't mulligan. We'll lose a layer, and then we'll have to decide what else we lose. Be a bright hope. Let's take the Grogu. Again, these blue squadrons are just so good. Hit Grogu. Oh, okay. All right, well, let's exhaust Grogu. Thankful that he didn't get a Krennic to start off with. This is interesting here because we've got two blue squadrons. We've got the wedge. The home one's kind of needed for the healing at the end. Don't think I can throw away one of these blue squadrons. It's just too good. Right, let's get rid of the home one then. All right, Grogu goes. All right, let's exhaust one of these X-Wings. Clone cohort. When it gets raid 2, so now we have to kill it. All right, pass. All right, choose sides is good. Blue leader is very good as well. All right, we'll get rid of blue leader. Got two clone troopers, but they've got no wind defeateds. He's going to play no glory. Let's shoot one of them. And we'll generate another X-Wing. Hit into base. We're getting to the stage where we might be able to... Can we kill... Still can't kill Thrawn in one hit. All right, let's exhaust this X-Wing. Let's play wedge. That's annoying, the heavy. Let's kill the clone trooper. We'll tap Thrawn. Base and also kill that X-Wing. Right, timely is good. Padme, not so much. Probably has to kill, like, heavy has to kill wedge, I think, here. Okay, well, I think I just kill heavy. Means Thrawn will kill Ackbar. But we'll also hit in for 11. Hey, that's a Thrawn red clone cohort I mentioned the other night. Okay. Seemed like a pretty good combo. All right, let's just keep going all space here. We have got a couple of choose sides if we need to. Yep. Okay. You have enough on board if you can't get rid of it. And let's keep hitting into base. I'll have to claim here, so let's play a choose sides and kill him with that one. There's Trader, because we took his Ruthless. He has a no glory. He'll be able to do it and kill 2 of our X-Wings, but he won't be able to kill the 3rd one. We'll hit him with his own ship to finish off. There we go. So that was a best of 3, that one. So we finished that one. And that's our 10 games. We finished 10 games, 7-3. So the last 3 nights we've gone 10-0, 8-2, and 7-3. So that's what, 25-5 with this deck. We seem to lose when we hit the villainy decks with the barrages and that as well. But most other decks, it seems like it's got a good chance into. So there we have it. Let's play since Friday night. Let's play 1 or 2 games of another Ackbar deck. Let's play this one that was finished 53 in one of the regionals. Ackbar Blue. Let's see if we can make some sense of it. So I'll take the score away since we're done with that part of the video. Ackbar Blue. So we're going to play Colossus. We're going to draw 1 less card. And we're going to try and draw some cards along the way. We get a little bit more of a buffer. I think I've already started to make changes. These Death Star plans are in the main. Okay, so we do have a first turn play. Not much else. I'm going to try again. Okay, so we've got a couple now. All right, so this one also plays Yularin. So Yularin's the one that allows your ships to gain a keyword when you play them. So I think we keep a hold of that. The Frontier Trader's an interesting one in the deck as well. We've got the Governor. Okay, so let's just say Victor Leader now and get that out of the way. All right, let's claim. I think we want the pirated Starfighter here. Let's tap the Governor. The 7-3 is honestly good considering it's Ackbar. It seems underwhelming because of the last 2 nights. Exactly. Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good. 60% is a good rating. So this one also plays for the Republic, which is costs 1 if you've got 3 or more Republic units, and it gives on coordinate restore 2. But I think we'll take the Governor here. All right, let's claim. Then bounce that back to hand, which will disappear. Let's get rid of the Governor. Play Yularin. And let's give our units Sentinel. All right, let's tap the Governor. Have a Sentinel ship. And we'll hit in for 2. Let's claim. Does this deck run entrenched? It feels like it's got Bamboozle, which has got it, but no entrenched. Okay. All right, let's get rid of Kira. He's got a big ship now. All right, let's start by looking at his hand. Does he have a barrage? No. I mean, let's say eager escort, I guess. All right, let's exhaust. All right, let's hit him for 2 and hit him for 1. Yeah, we are struggling a little bit. He's got quite a squad up there at the moment. We do have a change of heart, but doesn't seem that good. I think we're best just to exhaust, flip Ackbar out, and tap whatever he puts Vader on. Then we can play the attack pod. All right, he's going to waylay, so let's flip Ackbar out. He's base for 3. He's kind of got away from us this game. Play that out for 5, 6. Has that got Sentinel? Oh, yeah, it's got Sentinel because of Yularen. In for 1. Yeah, that's pretty much game now. It just got away from us that game. He just got, when they get the two first turn plays right at the start, it's pretty rough. Let's have another go with this blue list. The Yularen was pretty good in that one, giving us some kind of shielded. This seems okay as well. We won't mulligan that one. We'll change of heart and Plo Koon. I think is the resource here. Even though we're on Colossus, we just got run over on that. All right, so we say governor, and we'll say super laser technician seems to be the one that we want to avoid. Laser crumb, we're okay with that. Don't need bamboozle. Start by generating an X-Wing, and then we can play this outspoken representative. The representative won't have Sentinel until we have a Republic keyword, a Republic trait on one of our units, which this shuttle does. So it's not great at the moment if we do play the shuttle because he's ramped up. All right, so let's claim. I think we can get rid of R2 here. We'll keep Paige. Maybe we can put her on an X-Wing or something. Why blue, other green? Yeah, we just finished 10 games, Moses. So I went 7-3 with the green data vault. I'm just playing a couple of games on blue before we finish up. But yeah, the green is the one I'm playing. All right, let's take his crumb. I'm playing green on Sunday, the Planetary qualifier. This is just a late test. All right, let's exhaust the governor and then claim. He's most likely going to have barrage here. Right, we can play the attack pod for 5, but I think we want to play the Kira and try and stop what he's going to play here. So he's got 6. So we want to say Devastator because he's got the Piet out. Yeah, I think I prefer the green. It's very hard because you don't have those blue squadrons and that, so you can build a fleet up, but you got to hit your Lukes and that, and the card draw is not really there. Hero has seen some gross hands tonight. Yeah, every time I've looked, it's like, that's rough. I think I just claim here. What would you consider Ackbar's hardest opponent? I think the villainy seems to be the hardest. Anything that runs big board clears, something like overwhelming barrage, super laser, turbo turret thing. Those seem to be the hardest matchups that we face. All right, let's hit base for 2. Something like Akira was really tough when we played that, especially when they ramped up. Anything like this is quite a hard matchup because of overwhelming barrage. I think it's got a board clear. All right, we need to just keep generating these X-Wings here. Let's flip. This one's going to cost us less. It's attack pod. We know the Devastator is going to come out next turn. Kill that. Let's play the attack pod. We're going to have to trade in to kill one of these destroyers. All right, so I would expect the Devastator to come out now that he's killed Kira. And he'll probably put 1 damage on Ackbar, 3 onto the shuttle. And probably play Yularin and give restore. Okay. Let's hit into base. We'll tap the governor. All right, Maul's coming out. It's probably going to hit Ackbar. Let's play Yularin. We'll say restore 1. I'm 35, not 33. Imagine using the baddest batch card sleeves. Exactly. Am I not using it? Am I? No, I'm not. Wow. I even added them in here via the pull request, and yeah, look at that. We're like number 10 or something like that. There you go, TV. The sleeves are there. Okay, I need to clear here. The pilot on this one here. Which we're probably gonna have to trade into this mall. We'll hit in there, we'll restore one. I have to hit into there. Hit into there as well. He's gonna have a, I haven't seen a Luke yet. Hit in for 2 as well. This governor wasn't Devastator. This governor was Super Laser Tech. If he attacks first, we'll play this governor and say Devastator. All right, let's play this and say Devastator. Because we know he has it. What's the should green that gives +1 for everyone and they all get boosted? Would that be worthwhile? You mean the Wedge Antilles? So the one that gives +1 attack and +1 defense and overwhelm, that's 1. Here, there are plenty of others. There's Shakti in that as well. 8 damage. All right. Let's go 1, 2. Oh, let's go 3 on this one. 1 there. There's 1 on Yularen. 1 over here. All right, let's start restoring. Play the attack pod. We'll generate another X-Wing. And hit in a base for 2. Bit late for Luke. So there are a number that give +1 attack. Tarkin is another one, but it's in red. Yeah, so that's game now because he does have the Devastator. Oh no, he has to kill our governor. He can't play the Devastator. Shakti gives it. All right, this guy really likes these bombardments. The event card that gives +1 to everyone. I don't know what color is the event card that gives +1 to everything. You mean the what do you call it? There's a double green one. Is that where you from the most recent set? Unity of purpose that gives more than +1. So that one there. +1 +1. All right, so what have we played? We've played, I don't know if I like that deck too much, that Ackbar Colossus. Unity of purpose, yeah, that's what that does give bonuses out. Plus there's encouraging leadership. That one. I mean, these are green. Yeah. +1 +1. Seem that good. All right, one or two more games, and then I'll finish up. Let's play some Boba Data Vault. Clint was talking about that minutes ago. Like a pretty cool deck. So for those just joining now, we have already played 10 games straight of of Ackbar data vault, we went 7-3. So over the 3 nights, we went 25-5. I like to mulligan. So, no, let's keep that because we've got plenty to harass his space units there. How would Unity work in this deck? Would that be insane? The problem of Unity Purpose, I think it might be a win more in this type of deck. Right, let's claim. Works out pretty good because we can shoot that down. Grenade strike seems pretty good as well. Fang Fighter seems good for when Vader comes out. Maybe it's just the tech. Right, so we'll open fire the Y-Wing. A lot of the time when you're playing Vader, you're playing Ackbar, you're just trying to survive. And that's right, you only get +1 for each differently named unit. So if you've got a whole bunch of X-Wings, you're only getting +1/+1. It's good in Ray and that where you've got a real mixture of units. You've got R2, 3PO, Village Protectors, the works. In no opponent. He hits with the TIE Fighter here, we'll be able to grenade strike, but didn't. Get rid of the missile platform. Okay, I think we're fine with that because I can hit that, then do here. We've got another great grenade strike. So got the Devastator. All right, so probably power up here. Play the fire spray. Considering it's different units, Unity Purpose is restricted due to the majority being tokens. Right. When you're on the other side of this and you're like clicking on all the modals to take the damage, it's annoying to play against. All right, so let's claim. I don't think we need more. Okay. So we can pop straight out here. Even though this is no good to me dead, we could kill 4 damage worth of stuff. And we also have the Fang Fighter and the Grenade Strike all straight into the barrage. So I think we just pilot, take these 4, get our unit back, and then wait and see what he does with Vader. So now we can just barrage and clear his entire board. So this deck here, maybe Clint should play this one, Matt, because like it's pretty good. This almost feels like an auto win type matchup. All right, opponent. But this deck here, where did I find this one? This is, I think, one of the PQ winners decks. So if you're interested in that one, it's dropped in the chat. All right, so I think we can just get rid of that upgrade. It's just him for 2. All right, let's pass. Oh, I didn't realize he claimed. I would have played the bomber out. All right, we'll play one game of this one, and then we'll play a set 5 deck, I think. The barrage isn't going to do anything right. All right, let's just play Devastator. That way our indirect damage from the fire spray we can assign, so then we can do 10 straight to base. And it's easy as that on Boba Data Vault. All right, yeah, Moses says great to watch, very informative, engaging to watch. I've learnt so much. Yeah, thanks, Moses. It's I'm not used to like talking through things, so it has kind of helped that part that way as well. So Obi Yellow set 5. I used to watch a lot of streams when I played Hearthstone, and that taught me a lot about card games. Streaming was massive for Hearthstone from like 2012 to like 2020. I don't even know how big it is now, but there were some players in that they would have like 20,000. Like Crip would have 20,000 consistently. Watching him, that's a bad hand. I mean, we've got Luke. We can then hit with Mars, hit the General's Blade, but I don't want the Padawan one. This one here, the Youngling Padawan. So we're playing Obi-Wan yellow, so Obi-Wan with the yellow base. He's got the force attack ones. Right, so we're going to have Padawan into General's Blade because they're green-red. They're not going to have much removal. Which means 1, 2. We want the Consular. I think we need Mars and we need Qui-Gon. Just yet. Let's see how it plays out. All right, so when we play the Youngling, we get the Force. You can see the Force token there. Obi-Wan, we can use the Force token to give an experience token for unit without experience. I'm actually excited to play Snoke as well. So Snoke has sort of like the opposite ability to Rey. So instead of giving it to an experience to a unit that's small, you give it to your biggest unit. But it has to be villainy is the only condition. All right, so we can General's Blade here. I'll probably hit this Consular because I don't want him using the Force. And then I'm going to play our own Consular here. And then we will give it an experience too. Shame we didn't keep that Qui-Gon now because we get 2 discount from the General's Blade. And if we use the Jedi Consular, we get another 2 less as well. So it'll be 4 less. So we could play an 8 cost unit here. All right, let's get rid of Luke. He's going to play Blue Leader and run into the Consular. All right, I'm going to hit his base. What do we get? We get discount. So you just play Obi-Wan and giving it an experience. Becomes a 4/6. Right, Gungi. If that's how you say it, Gungi. How about attack button Delta for 5 in Ackbar Green? The problem with those kind of the events and that is that they're conditional, meaning that to get value out of them, you actually have to have like 3 units out, which is not always the case. I think you're better off with a more utility unit like the Anakin pilot, where you can like have it scale up to how many times you attack. I think that's a much better unit. All right, so we're going to use this new Will of the Force. So the Will of the Force is like a waylay, but if you use the Force token, you waylay plus they discard a card at random, which is really good because they've got this ramper here. So we take him out and we use the Force. We didn't get that card, but we've kind of like bricked his turn. All right, so he's going to remove that. So we'll just hit for 4. We'll bring Obi-Wan out. Deploy, and then hit for another 3. All right, let's put East Koth away. I got wrecked today. I played a couple of games just on new set. I think Wu was playing Anakin, and you think that 1/1 shielded Anakin, you'd think, oh, that's probably not going to see much play. But you get that in Anakin from Twilight. It gives an experience to, I don't know, it's hidden, and then Anakin use it to trade up. So if you had a 3/3, yeah, you get done. If you can go play it out and play a Force throw straight away. There's plenty of things in that you could do on that one. So we could throw that back to his hand. Let's do that. Let's throw that back to his hand. Discard a card at random. Oh, we got that ramper now. All right. So I want to show you that card that I was talking about. So the young Anakin here, 1/1. So this seems good in the Anakin deck because Anakin allows you to trade up. It's shielded. It's 1/1. It's hidden. And it can force throw turn 1. And that, so I could see him getting used a lot in that kind of deck. All right, one more game and then we're done. We'll play one more over yellow. Someone was asking about it before. The best play, the best start in this kind of deck is going Youngling into Venestra. So let's see if we can do that. There we go. Youngling into Venestra. We're not going to mulligan. We'll resource the tech and resource one of the Venestras. So if these are going to be prestige, I'm wondering what is going to look like, these unique Jedis. All right, so we start with the Youngling. His one is a 2/4, which seems to be the new standard for power creep on the 2-drops. All right, so wow, we've also got the Hu Yang here. Liam says, I've been given the new Kit Fisto, guys. Some fun lines. Yeah, it's going to make going to Worlds very, very confusing because you're not going to know what to play. I like the ramp, but then I like Hu Yang and that as well. I think we'll go the Venestra route. He is playing blue-red, so he could have removal. All right, let's hit his base for 3. Let's play Venestra. Use the Force to ready her. We'll attack again and then make her a 4/5. Wonder if this is this person just trying to make Ray Red work with the Force. Because there are a lot of units that would slot into that deck. All right, so we've made Vanestra a 4/5. Now we've got the General's Blade as well, but I think the issue is that he'll be able to fell the dragon, so I don't know if I want to go that high. I think ETH Koth is probably the play here. He's going to force throw, so he can have an Ahsoka. Probably should have kept the blade for that reason. All right, let's play ETH Koth. Well, maybe should have hit first. Because if he has an open fire, we're not going to get the ramp. So I think that was not the correct play there. All right, so Yoda. Let's kill this Jedi here. All right, and then let's claim. Probably have to get rid of home one, unfortunately. Let's finish off Yoda. All right, let's give the experience. Let's see if he has a fell the dragon for it. Probably bring out tech here if he does kill it. Let's hit base for 6. Got Obi-Wan that can come out too. All right, let's deploy Obi-Wan. Let's deploy tech. Sit in a base. We'll give tech an XP. Bit of Mars. Nice, and GG. All right. Going into worlds with an unknown meta is perfect. Yeah. I think the only thing you can sort of predict is it's going to be aggressive. All right. Well, I think that'll do then for tonight. So we went 7-3 with the Ackbar Data Vault deck. We got to test the sideboard a little bit. It's kind of weak against those overwhelming barrage sort of Kira villainy decks. So that's where our losses came from. But quite strong into everything else. So yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with it for the weekend. I might jump on again tomorrow night before the PQ on Sunday and give it one more go and see if there's any last minute changes. All right, well, thanks everyone, and I will catch you later. So Moses saying, come down to not much influence and ownership on the play to get it right. Yeah. That's with the unknown meta. Yeah, and they've released all the side events, so I've got to buy to get in day 1, past day 1, straight to day 2. But if I don't make it to day 3, there's tons of side events, which I'm super keen for, and that as well. All right. Well, thanks everyone, and I will catch you later.